are.
We are ice fishing because it's...
Why not?
Spring.
Is it?
Feels
Not
like
yet.
it.
I know. And the ice is currently melting right under us.
Everything is like dripping and there's like pools of water.
But we're not scared. No, not at all.
So if
we disappear.
If we disappear under the ice and someone finds this video at a future date, tell my family I love them.
And
no, we're not gonna fall through the ice.
No, we're not.
There's like a good foot of ice.
Now, is it solid ice? There's some candling, some chunking.
Oh, see, I've never been ice fishing. Well, we've talked about this. I've never been ice fishing before.
She never has. So we were like, let's go ice fishing. And then we were like, let's do the podcast about ice fish. So you can't see it, but I have this really cool underwater camera.
Yeah, I'll put a close-up clip in it, but it like shows the fish.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is the coolest. It's like playing a video game.
Yeah.
I was like totally locked in earlier with my pole.
She was trying to catch perch.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of perch just staring at her bait. And then they do like a little nibble, and then they'd like swim away. And then they like come back.
I do on the fishing pole what you would do if you were, the goal switch people.
Yeah.
You're like early celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I got one. And they're like, no, that was just a nibble. You didn't actually catch it. Too early.
It's fun.
Too soon.
It's fun. So yeah, we're gonna be watching our lines and the camera occasionally.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll catch a fish for y'all.
Yeah. This is the Montana way. Well, I gave up on perch because they're boring to me. So there's one right there. Where I'm going for salmon. But typically when we come to this specific lake, we do the snag salmon fishing, and I suck at it.
Really?
Levi caught like 32 in one day.
What?
And I can't even get one. He's like, you gotta feel the pull.
Yeah, it's like gendering baby chickens.
Yeah, you can't.
You just have to know.
You just know. You just know.
It's not a thing.
Typically with chickens, because I have a ton, I always like, even when they're a day old, if you stick your fingers in front of them and if they like run after your hand, typically it's a rooster. Oh. Oddly enough.
Because they're more aggressive, I guess?
Yeah, even when they're a day old, they're like, come here!
Yeah, they're wired for it.
Yeah, they are. So,
boys, I'm telling you.
I know. So you might hear some background noise. We have people around us.
We got kids ice skating. Her son's got a little hockey rink set up out here, so...
And
there's all kinds of stuff. And there's a bunch of people out here.
Yeah, they're going to be popping holes and screaming if they catch a fish.
Your typical ice fishing
experience in Montana.
Cacophony.
In Montana, this is what we
Except that the whole recording thing is not your typical.
No.
This is just us.
Yeah. And we just don't know. Well, it looks like it might work. We'll see. But it's a different experience, and it's fun, and it's something to do, and it's Sunday afternoon in Montana.
A warm Sunday afternoon.
This is what we do. Even when it's not warm. This is what we do.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're here to talk hockey.
Yeah. Hawks.
We don't want Hawks and hockey.
Hawksy.
The Hawks.
So let's start with Friday night, because Friday night was such a good game. Like, I feel like that's a good place to start because, well... So let's talk about Friday night, because that's good vibes right there, dude. That was a great game. Well, okay, that was a great third period.
Yeah, okay,
what it was.
Was that?
Yeah.
I do have one thing to say before we actually get into the game.
Yeah, what's up?
His name's not Dinkelberg.
Are you sure?
Positive. We missed an N, a very important N. Dinklenberg.
I'm sorry, what?
Dicklenberg. Dicklenberg. That's what they were calling him. Or is it Dinklin? There's an N before the berg.
I'm looking it up on... I have Game Center on my phone.
Because we have internet. Real people ice fish and still have internet access.
Oh, it doesn't have...
This
is modern Montana. It only has Colbert on the... Hang on, let me pull it up.
It's Dinklenberg.
Dinklin?
Uh-huh. There's an N in there somewhere. Or is it Dicklin?
I like Dinkelberg better.
I like Dinkelberg
personally,
better, too.
I'm inclined to just call him Dinkelberg.
Yeah. Well, we butchered his name like we butcher everybody else's name. But whatever. I don't know. That's just what it is, though. Okay. There's an N. So we had Harvey and Dinklenberg or Dicklenberg and Colbert or Colbert or
Colbert. Colbert.
He's French. Yeah. So the first, you want to take this? Because I'm in distress over it.
Well, I guess first thing I would like to say.
Yeah.
We throw a lot of shade in general.
No.
Especially on announcers.
Oh,
and I gotta say, like, their announcers were just great.
They were great, but I was a little shocked because typically, and this is why I was always afraid to do live, because I don't have a filter and I like to say what I think and then later on be like, we should delete that.
Edit it out.
Edit it out. And so they don't care. And they did say some things that I was like, that's not really politically correct. But I mean, I thought it was hilarious.
I have a few of those. They were using, apparently there's some interesting history on some of the hockey lingo that they were using.
Oh yeah, for sure. But they were making fun of Canadians and Minnesota people, and they were making fun of, they even said something Mexican, I don't even know.
They were great.
It was entertaining.
They were a breath of fresh air.
But I was shocked that they were allowed to say, but because they were saying it, then I'm like, maybe we could do live.
We could 100% do live.
So she says.
I'm confident. I was also confident that we could record a podcast in an ice fishing tent.
And we'll see how that goes.
Look at us.
Well, we haven't finished and we are not sure 100% if this is recording.
No, the red light's flashing, so that we should be good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And if not, then we've got the audio going. It might, depending on how things
go.
We've got one way or the other. We will have a podcast.
True that. Even if we're at the bottom of the lake, we will have a podcast.
Oh, and they so their big thing both nights, they were boy crushing on Jabari.
Oh my gosh! Now I could
the tall drink of water.
Okay, so
back
when every time I've ever heard that phrase, it is a sexual phrase. Look at that tall drink of water. I don't know why it's sexual, because like
drinking water is not exactly sexy.
I think they literally kept calling him
a tall drink of water.
A tall drink of water, or a big tall drink of water.
A long drink of water.
Isn't that sexual? Do they not know? Because I know they were from Canada.
They do things different in Canada.
Yeah, but
those long winters, man.
But why a tall drink of water?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny, and
it is funny. But
every time Jabari went out on the ice,
every single time,
which is funny too, because their goalie the first night was 6'6", and they were all like, "He's so tall. Jabari is huge. He's 6'5", tall drink of water." And I'm like, guys, John Simon is 6'6". Like,
yeah, no, I guess their
goalie Friday night was massive.
He was, and yeah, I don't get why they were so hopped up on Jabari. But
I don't know why either. I think it was just because he was tall.
Well, like you said, they have tall players. So
yeah, I don't know.
What is it, and why a drink of water? What about like that tall like log, or I don't know, like anything?
Sounds like you're calling him a turd.
I'm not. No, log. If they name something else that's really tall, lighthouse,
tree,
skyscraper,
a tree.
Okay, log.
A log is a tree laying down.
It's still
not the same.
You know what I mean? Like, why water?
I don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird.
But they said it, like, seriously 15 times over the weekend.
Yeah.
At least.
In lots of different ways. So, once the gameplay started and they were done crushing on Jabari, Sheridan was quick to get that first shot on goal on Friday night.
Well, they also came out hot.
They did. But we came out right after them. Like, we were like, you don't get to keep that. Like, and then we went and got our first shot on the goal, too, so.
Yeah, but they...
all within, like, the first 40 seconds or something. It was really quick.
It was. And so, they've been the number 2 team, which is weird. Like I said last time. Like, who's the Hawks? The Hawks? What? Huh?
Yeah.
And now they're in second. But they've been in second this whole time. They're not straight on our heels like Gillette used to be. But... they have stuck in the second place spot. So I knew coming up to this weekend that we were, it's going to be a good fight.
Yep.
And it was. It was.
Great.
But we also had like a, 7-hour, 6-hour ride there?
8, I thought.
8?
In the bus, probably.
In the bus.
Like 8.
And so, yeah. I mean, if you could imagine, our guys were probably exhausted.
Yep.
There's a lot of sicknesses going around.
Yeah, we have a couple of guys out sick.
And so it was like, oh no. I was concerned. And, for good reason.
Yeah. But Friday, while the Sheridan they were winning the first 2 periods, it was 0-2, or they got one goal in the first, one goal in the second, and then it was 0-2.
Yeah.
But in the third...
It was great, because we always do these predictions, right? And I said, it's going to be 4-3, we win. And you said 3-2.
3-2 with maybe
overtime. And then, what did Levi say?
Your husband said 3-4 them in a shootout. And then my husband...
Yeah.
So I asked my husband knows nothing about hockey. No. So I asked him at the end of the second, or in the intermission, I was like, babe... make a prediction. Just, throw some numbers against the wall. And I was like, it's 0-2 right now, and we're starting the third. And so he said it was going to be 0-3.
Yeah, and that his analytical brain. He's super analytical.
And he's like, well, that's what's been going on so far, so it makes sense. And I'm like, well, okay, extrapolating from the data, whatever.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I know.
But at the same time, I'm like...
You can't say that.
You can't say that in my house.
Get out! No, but for real, and it was funny, because at the end of the second, it was still 0 us and 2 them. And I had predicted 4-3, and I never win ever.
Well, that was in the end of the second. They got their second goal with 7 seconds left in the second.
Yeah.
So it was actually 0-1 for the full 2 periods, and then we were on a power play, so their second goal was a shorthanded goal, which is lame.
Yeah, super lame. We need to have a moment of silence for that. But when I had talked to you guys in the second intermission, they're like, "You're not gonna win this. Come on, we're gonna get 4 goals in this last period." And what did I say? I said, "We've done it before, and boom, baby,
we did it.
And I won, and I never win ever."
Yeah. No, she doesn't, and she won, and she nailed it. It's not even like she was close.
I did
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Yeah. It was perfect. So we ended up getting 4 goals in the third, and they ended up getting 1.
So we ended 4-3.
So no overtime, no shootout, just a good clean win. And I saw all of the comments on the Facebook post, especially the superfan post on Facebook.
Yeah.
And somebody comes on there, I don't know who it was, and they're like, "The Heart Attack Kids did it again." And I'm like, I like that name.
The Heart Attack Kids?
The Heart Attack Kids. It's legit. It's legit. And I was like, okay, all right. And so then, it was, I don't know why we didn't score in the first or the second, but we scored a lot in the third. And I'm like, maybe that's our plan, to wear them out. And then we're like, boom.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I felt like. Well, although, on the other hand, I did take a note in here that says that we were completing 90% of a good play and then dropping the ball right at the very end. We couldn't quite finish the whole play.
Yeah.
We'd set it up, it'd be great, it was a great scoring opportunity, and then we'd miss a pass, or it would go wide, or whatever. And and I know that probably happens a lot in hockey, but I feel like it happened extra a lot.
Well, and they also had a really good goalie, and we've mentioned before, for some reason, when goalies play against us, they get some kind of superpower.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
And so this guy was on fire. We had Appleman in the net, and he was fantastic also.
Oh, yeah.
It's just it was just a lot.
Yeah.
And so we won on Friday night, and that's a good thing.
It is.
It's a good thing.
It is. So
I slept soundly that night.
Austin Okie Dokie Tyler.
Austin.
That's one of the things they called him. Okie Dokie, because he's from Oklahoma.
Oh.
Yeah. Also has kind of a derogatory history, but actually they might have called him an Okie Dokie Smoky. Okie Smoky? Okie? I don't know. Anyways, I wrote Austin Okie Dokie Tyler. Got a goal. And then Lindsay.
No, it wasn't Lindsay.
Oh, wasn't it?
Game Center screwed it up. So I had posted on our site, like I usually do, and somebody wrote, they're like, that was Friddle. Sorry, gosh, I can't ever get that right. And I was like, well, Game Center said Lindsay, and they're like, no, they said number 26. 26. 26. And I was like, okay. And sure as crap, I went back on Game Center the next day, and they had changed it to Friddle.
I was relying on Game Center because their camera was behind the rope net thing, And I couldn't see any of the numbers on any of our jerseys. Barely. I mean, if they were like kind of up close next to the camera, I could sort of see them if they were facing exactly the right direction and the jersey wasn't wrinkled. But I couldn't tell, so I just was writing down whatever. So we'd get a goal, and then I'd go to Game Center and be like, okay, who was it? Because I can't see anything.
Yeah, we would see, because who puts a camera behind a net?
Well, so it doesn't get hit by the puck. I mean, I get it.
But you can't, there's other places to put a camera.
You should, yeah. Well, and you can also adjust the, like, focus and the aperture.
Our camera's not behind a net?
Maybe it should. Well, no, we have 2 cameras behind the glass, though.
But there's options,
our Nest
Sheridan.
Yeah.
There's options, and that is so awful. So trashy. So trashy. But I heard they have a really nice arena other than that. But, like, what's the point in having a camera behind a net?
Well, to keep the pucks, I mean, I get it. You're, like, limited, but you can also, like, change the focus of the camera so that the net isn't actually... It can be in front of the camera, but not actually visible. You know, like how they take portraits and blur the background?
Yeah, there we go.
You could do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If they had a good production team, like our guys. We have an excellent production team.
Yeah, we do. We have replays and stuff.
We do.
Those are awesome.
So, Frito with a goal, and then...
Finn!
Jabari passed to Perea. What? Finn did?
I have Finn.
No, Perea got a goal.
Yeah, and then Finn got one.
And then Finn got a goal. So we got... first we got 3 goals in 2 minutes. And then 4 minutes later, after that, Finn got another goal.
And I was a little concerned, because they have these players that have just dominated the top scorer list all season. They have Leaf and Sereno. And Sereno kept getting breakaways. I was like, why don't we have, 5 guys just on him? Get away! It was like,
he got
who's
so
that?
many breakaways.
Dude, it's like, why?
Even the announcers were like, and Sereno with another breakaway.
But it's like, why aren't we, it's easy for me to say, ice fishing in our chairs. But, if it was me, I'd be like, dude, we need to have a couple guys watching this guy. Because he's been, number 1 or number 2 on the top scorer list all season long.
He's
And Leaf also. So...
he's not that high. He's 10.
4th.
Is he 4th? Well, I thought he started a little lower and moved up.
I don't know.
Season,
he's still there.
But he's still, top-notch players.
And so, at the very end, I thought they were going to tie it up. Did they end up pulling their goalie? I don't remember. They probably did.
No, I don't think they did. I kept thinking that they should.
Well, because it was 4-3, and then we had,
if I had a brick wall like Simon in front of my goal, I wouldn't pull him either.
True that. I mean, I get it. But then they were doing a face-off right in front of Appleman, I believe, and Sereno got a delay of game. And he got a penalty. Number 1, that's great, because we had a power play right toward the end. 2, they could have tied it up. And 3, that was their best player. I bet he was kicking himself in the butt.
Dude.
But I hate delay of game penalties, but that one was on point. Way to go, Dieklenberg. Dieklin. Or Harvey was the lead.
Oh, Harvey.
Who cares?
Thanks,
one of you with the zebra stripes. Good job. Yeah. Good job. But,
all right, let me see what else I got in my notes here.
Yeah.
Oh, so they were speaking of the announcers using slang and stuff. I learned a few new slang words.
Uh-oh.
Hockey slang.
Oh, are they legit, though?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I looked them up. Wikipedia says that they're real, so that's
they must be real.
This is...
The internet never lies.
The internet never lies. Oh, where'd it go? Mustard. You got a lot of mustard shots. So I think that's how you use it.
Mustard shots?
Mustard. Yeah, so...
Or that shot was mustard.
That shot was mustard. Yeah, so... But it goes both ways, actually. Because it's a slang, but it's also a pun. So, anyways, allow me to explain. This is complicated. Hockey lingo gets complicated.
Yeah.
So, when you say that shot was mustard, it's like a shot with, extra zing to it.
Zing.
Because mustard is zingy. Chinese mustard, which is debatably appropriate.
Yeah, true.
Is extra hot and spicy.
Oh.
So extra zing. And then I searched it, and the Google AI, the ultimate body of knowledge for anyone wanting to know anything, said that apparently hockey players will drink a shot of mustard to prevent muscle cramps. So same reason why people drink pickle juice, I guess. It's vinegary. It has spices and stuff in it.
Is any of that true?
I don't know. But then I put a note in here. I was like, we were talking about Friddle shots last podcast.
Yeah.
Those
have mustard.
So it came out last Saturday. It came out a little late because my whole family got the stomach flu. Like, one of them got it on Monday, we recorded on Tuesday, and then everybody was down for the rest of the week.
And then my family got it.
And then her family got it because she came over on Tuesday to record, and so it was a rough week. So
it was.
On Saturday, when we released our last podcast, we were talking about Friddle shots, how he does not hesitate.
Well, he doesn't hesitate, and then they're super fast.
That boy shoots mustard shots.
I don't think...
What do you chase it with, I wonder? Stu's slang is weird. I don't get it.
He drinks mustard shots.
No, he shoots mustard shots. That boy shoots mustard shots.
Sounds so wrong.
I know, but I kind of want to, like, use it now.
Okay, we can use it. Maybe. Okay, what's your other one?
The other one...
It's really hard to record in an ice tent because we don't have all the things we usually have, and so she's having to use a phone instead of the laptop, and the internet access isn't perfect, so you guys just gotta bear with us because we're doing this for a new experience. Okay,
so the other slang is danglage.
Oh yeah, danglage. I heard that one a lot.
I have heard it before too. Yeah, they use it a ton over the weekend. Apparently it means to fake out the opposing, so kind of like a deke, but not quite as
danglage
severe. Danglage. Yeah. So deke is like looking one way and then like shooting the other, but danglage is like, and then like, you know,
just like that.
Like, yeah.
All right. One thing I don't get that they say all the time. So you have ice, which is typically, you know, really hard unless you're ice fishing in 50-degree weather, and then it kind of is disappearing under our...
Yeah, the puddles are... there's more water than ice at this point. We're going to just start floating away.
But, and then the pucks are, like, rubbery, hard. Yeah. I don't get why they say juicy. They say it a lot.
Juicy squirt?
Yeah.
Gross.
Juicy
gross.
squirt.
That's gross.
Yeah, well, I can say a million things
watch that
too.
Bad taste out of my mouth with some of this.
Like, ooh, that was juicy. Or squirt. Yeah, like what? Squirt.
Maybe, I don't know.
Nothing squirting anywhere. Something sliding. Something is...
Well, is that the point of slang, though? Is it doesn't actually make literal sense?
It has to start with some kind of something. Like, right?
Well,
I mean,
yeah, because,
mustard
like,
has a reason.
Well, and, like, deke is short for decoy, which is faking out, right? So, I guess so. But
like juicy when it comes to hockey?
Maybe they just say it because it's...
Squirt.
Gross sounding. And it's hockey.
That's like moist.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
That was a nice moist puck.
Moist?
What?
There's two words in the English language that just make me feel uneasy. Right? Moist, I don't know why. I just don't like it. I think a lot of people don't like it. I think that's true for a lot of people. The other one's gaping.
Ooh. Gross.
Okay.
The way you said that.
Gaping.
No thanks.
Gaping. There's nothing in your mind right now when it comes to that word. Doesn't make you have a weird face. Right?
A gaping chasm.
Gaping hole.
There's a gaping hole in the ice. A gaping moist hole in the ice right here.
Gaping wound. Gaping. And moist. Those are my two. Do you have any?
I feel like there was one. It was moist for me too.
I don't know why that one's so bad. It just is. I just feel moist. My feet are moist. My hands are moist. Like, why don't you just say they're damp or wet?
Damp is much better, yeah.
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 I'm moist.
You. Anyways. Moving on. Do
you want to take a break real quick?
Oh, fishy! Ooh.
Boing, boing, boing,
yeah, let's take a break.
A few moments later.
She's going to fill you in while I change my bait because, you know, I have no attention span. And
no, she's super, like, ADHD.
And if this one doesn't work within, like, 15 minutes, then it's time for something else, okay?
Well, you got nothing else to do when you're ice fishing. We're literally just sitting here waiting.
Okay, typically,
like this,
we're nothing to do as we're recording a podcast.
Well, I mean, for the ice fishing part. Like, my first experience ice fishing is that I experienced pretty much every, like, variable of ice fishing in the first 30 minutes.
True that.
And now it's just like leaving your pole over the hole and waiting for something to happen, and occasionally burning some time by switching your lure.
But look at this guy. He's my lucky guy. He's the one that I usually catch my walleye and pike on.
Mm-hmm.
Not like we have anything here like that.
Yeah.
But we got salmon, so we'll see.
Maybe they'll like that.
Maybe. But the kids took my camera, and now I'm sad.
Yeah, camera's gone. Well, the fish camera's gone.
Yeah,
so
this
we can't
camera's
see
still
them
here.
coming through.
Yeah, so
not that we were really watching it anyways, but
no, but yeah, we are. My fingers are wet. Anyway, so she's gonna fill you in.
Yeah. So quick shout out for Kohler Tire.
Yeah.
It's almost season to get your snow tires off. I'm sure they do a ton of that.
Do you know most people don't even, I mean, not most, but some don't even use the studded snow tires? I'm like, how? I would die. Are you insane?
No. I just get the all-weather stuff.
My husband knows I'm not a survivor. And so the minute snow is even on the forecast, he's like, yeah, we're changing your tires. And I appreciate that because I'm a desert rat. I'm from the Mojave Desert, people. I don't know how to drive in snow.
See, I grew up in Washington where there's black ice and nobody ever uses snow tires. Like, you have chains and tires. And there's ice a few days of the year, and you just have to know how to spot it if you can, and hope that you don't miss it.
Yeah.
And hit it. Anyways, I did hit black ice a few times.
Yeah,
no, I don't have studded tires.
Really?
My in-laws have studded tires.
Yeah.
And like I've borrowed their car a couple of times in the winter, and like that thing sticks to the ground. Like
I know.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, but our all weather, all season have been doing us pretty good. So. Which we got at Kohler.
Yeah.
We did. It was great.
Yeah, we all do. Except, like, yeah. I have to. My fingers are wet. This is not going well. But, Levi's like, you got to do a fisherman's knot. So he taught me how to do a fisherman's knot. Mm. And it's fine as long as your hands aren't wet. Then it's not working. And I also don't know where my pliers are. So we're just going to gnaw on this thing.
Use your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Use your God-given tools. The tools God gave you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. Well, and then, I don't know if you can see my hoodie. It's got the horns up hand on it and our little logo on the sleeve. This is out of our merch store.
Fishy.
Come on, fishies.
Yeah, we got all sorts of cool stuff.
So we got merch in there, and every time I get a cool idea for, I might make a tall drink of water shirt. And put
a log on it.
Put Jabari's number on the back.
No. People that didn't watch that game would be like,
dude, either one of them. Go watch either one. Doesn't take long for them to start crushing on.
They'd be like, look Jabari. At that lady. I can't believe she put that about Jabari. Be like, yeah, we're owning it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Come on, fishies. We want to catch a fish on camera. Let's do this.
That's not a perch. I mean, they're cute and all, but like...
They're not very impressive.
You
have to jumbo. You have to hold them way out to make them look big. Actually, it's more like this.
Yeah, right? There's those people that have like the action figures, and they'll put the action figures on the ground and put their fish right so it looks like this fish is giant. It's actually pretty cool.
That's
we
amazing.
need to bring some of those.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay.
So we won Friday night. Saturday.
We don't.
We didn't win. But our predictions were.
I was way off.
You were very optimistic at 5-2.
You said 5-2.
And then, so I texted her, and then as she was like waiting, I was waiting for her reply. I was typing into my computer my prediction, and we wrote the exact same thing at the exact same time.
And we were both
I was
very
also
wrong.
super optimistic. Well, but after Friday night, like.
Well, here's my thing, because normally if we like have kind of an off game, and then we win, but barely or whatever, and we know what to expect now. And we also got a good night's rest. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to come out strong.
Yeah. Nope.
Mm-mm. No.
No. So then your husband said 3-1 us. And my husband said 3-2 us.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I didn't write the actual final score.
It was 1-2-2. Wasn't it? 2-1.
2-1.
We lost.
Yeah, it was 2-1 for them.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's garbage.
Well, we had a lot of guys that were ill. And once again, their guys were getting a ton of breakaways. And, I mean, I don't think anybody is going to shade Branson for this. Because as much as we all love to blame the goalie when anything bad happens, like, breakaways are super hard to stop any
they're so
breakaway.
Unpredictable.
And that's why shootouts are so hard.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like breakaway after breakaway, and they try to trick you. And I mean, he can only
deke you out.
Yeah, he can with some mustard.
With a mustard shot. Hey, look
with
at that.
With a mustard squirt.
We sound like real hockey people. A squirt of mustard.
A squirt of mustard. Oh gosh. You can only stop so much.
Yeah.
There goes the whole.
Oh yeah, the auger's firing up behind us. So
that means
I don't know if my mic will actually pick it up or not.
But my husband is very. He doesn't. Yeah.
He likes to dig new holes, so
constantly and move.
There are so many holes in the ice all like around.
Oh, yeah. We have jaw jackers everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just what we do. No, but I don't think anybody's gonna throw shade at Branson. I think that the saves he did make were awesome. Some were like insane shots that he saved, and you can only do so much, dude. And so they actually, I think, almost beat us on shots on goal, right? They were beating us for a little bit. That's an excellent team, and I'm wondering why they're 12th in the nation. Because
no, it was 39-35 shots on goal was the final count.
I mean, he stopped 33 of them, and there were so many breakaways, and I just you can only do so much, dude. And we actually told him that.
Yeah.
We were like, dude, like, you played phenomenally, you did your job well, like, dude. Yeah. It's not like it was like Quake 15-2. Like,
I know, right? There was 2 goals, one on Friday and one on Saturday. And I'll see if I can grab clips of these. Mm-hmm. But there were 2 goals that like came out of nowhere. Total surprises. Yeah. And like those are just going to happen. Yeah. But I remember I was like literally watching the screen, and I was watching the guys make their play and setting up and whatever else. And they were scuffling and everything else. And then they're like, "Goal, Hawks!" And I'm like, "Really? How? I didn't even see it happen." So, it was pretty. Yeah, there was a couple in there that were just like, I don't think if you put me on the ice in a goalie uniform, I don't think. Well,
you don't think, or
I absolutely am certain that I would not be able to stop any of the shots. It would have been it would have been 35-1.
Well, your philosophy was you're just gonna lay in front of the goal.
Oh yeah.
You're just gonna lay there.
Yeah.
She's just gonna crawl out there and lay in front of the goal and block shots.
Yeah. Like a dead fish.
Like not a dead salmon because we haven't caught any yet. But
no. So maybe soon.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Well, if we were going for perch, we have like 100 little perch just right there.
I know.
But I don't want them.
No. So Wanacott was in their net.
Who the crap is Wanacott?
He's played. I've seen him before. Really? I call him Wannabe.
Not anymore. You won't.
Yeah. So he's So Branson was finally qualified. So he's now on the qualified goalies list.
Good.
And he's the number 1 goalie in the nation.
Is he?
Yay! Yeah. Miller's number 7.
Appleman's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I know this?
Oh, I don't know.
I vaguely remember that.
Oh, yeah, because I looked it up, because I've been watching and I asked about it, and people were like, I don't know, and then I got somebody texted me and they were like, hey, he's qualified now and he's number 1, so that's great. But Wanacott's number 27, and then John Simon was scratched because they had some other guy, I cannot pronounce his name, I'm not even gonna try, as the second goalie for Saturday night. But John Simon, who played Friday night, is number 30.
Wanacott is what? 27?
27 in the nation.
Why?
But he was like that's like a Bighorn's urban myth or something.
It's not an urban myth. It happened.
Right. Where like somehow when goalies or players come on our ice or play against us, they're suddenly like oodles better than they normally are. And I'm like, why?
Here's a bald eagle. He's like, you
guys
got any fish?
He's checking it out.
Well, you can see them. They'll steal people's fish and like
I'm sure.
Fly off. Yeah.
They're not dumb. Those birds are so smart, dude.
You know what? I know we're gonna veer off of hockey because the bald eagle just flew by.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really like them. I like them when I'm here.
Oh.
But when I'm at home, I hate them because they eat chickens and they eat barn cats and they eat anything they can get their grubby little hands on, and they have more rights than me or you. Yeah. So somebody's dog comes on the property, you can literally shoot it and be fine.
Yeah.
Fox, coyote, anything, you can kill them. Bald eagle comes, it's like...
Prison.
Yeah, you want to go to prison?
Yeah.
You can actually get like a $25,000 fine for even having like a feather.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Anyways,
crazy.
besides that.
We had a nesting pair of bald eagles at my house in Washington.
Oh, really?
Like years and years ago. And I used to dog sit my parent Shih Tzu.
Yeah. Oh, don't do
And
that.
after a while, I was like, I don't think you should bring him over here anymore.
No.
Like, they're going to eat him.
Yeah, they do. We've had a couple... I know this is morbid, but we have a bald eagle problem, especially in the winter when the lakes are frozen over. They are like, ooh, chicken. And they just dwell at my house. So, yeah, we've had animals go missing before. So, anyways.
Okay.
But no, I'm not done on my bald eagle kick.
Okay, go.
You know, have you ever heard their chirp? What is a screech?
Screech?
Okay, so no, that's not. So you know,
No, those are hawk. That's
those
hawks.
are hawk, but they use that screech for bald eagles in movies. They do the
They
hawk
do.
sound, and
Wow, that's right.
I was like,
what does
nuh-uh. They
does-
just go like, they just do this like, just this plain like sparrow sounding chirp.
I'm going to find a clip
Do
of
it.
a bald eagle sound and clip it in. Here.
I mean, they're big, they're huge birds, like huge.
Yeah.
And they just make this like normal bird sound, but the hawk sound is what they always play for
Yeah.
eagles. It's really
Because
weird.
it sounds way more badass than the
Oh, yeah.
actual sound
Not
that they
these
make.
guys. They're just like ee, ee, chirp.
That's
This
funny.
big old beat.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I feel like I knew that they didn't use the actual bald eagle sound.
because it's boring.
Because it's boring, but I didn't know what they actually made. Okay, so I'm excited to do this research and go
Seriously?
find it. I'll clip it in,
It
so
is-
then all of us will know exactly what a bald eagle sounds
Yeah,
like.
because we would, go floating and kayaking, and I think we were up in Eureka kayaking, and there was a whole bunch of bald eagles on this dead tree. I don't know why they like dead trees, they just do.
The view
And
is
they
better.
were fighting in piles, and even their fights sounded just pathetic. They're like, it's like, what the heck? Like, this is a national bird, dude.
I guess I don't have to find a clip because
I-
that was a pretty
yeah.
good impression. I think we'll
Legit.
stick with that.
Just go with that. Not a big deal. But no, it's like the national bird. I'm like, I want them things to roar, dude. Like,
Right?
"Rah!"
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But they don't. They're kind of weenie.
Weird.
And when they're not eating my animals, I do appreciate their beauty. So, like, here,
Oh,
I can
yeah.
appreciate their beauty. But, like, at my house, I'm like,
Mm.
we'll go out there and, like, just wave our arms and try to get them to go away. And they're
Yeah.
just like...
Without
yeah.
touching them or committing a
Yeah.
felony.
Yeah. They're like, you can't stress them out.
Oh my gosh.
No, they drive me nuts. I'm like, they're not extinct. Like,
Yeah.
they're
And also,
not
it's been like
endangered.
hundreds of years since the myths that made them almost extinct, that
Yeah.
they were like stealing 2-year-old children out of like the frontier
I
camps.
wouldn't doubt it.
Like, that was, I mean, if I remember, I'm just pulling this out of my butt, like from
No, I
learning
get-
it way long time ago. But
I've heard that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that like people don't believe that anymore, so we can probably like let that rest.
Well, and
who would, like,
They're
would it-
not rare. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
in certain parts of the world, but like even in Arizona,
Yeah,
they
were
are in
for
there.
a long time.
They're
though.
in Flagstaff and Sedona and stuff. So it's like, and if you look in like Alaska, they're
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, they're everywhere.
Canada,
like, gaggles
everywhere.
What's a group of bald eagles called? A gaggle?
No,
A
a gaggle
murder?
of geese, a murder of crows.
I know.
You know what?
What?
Ooh, this is not hockey.
A screech?
No.
Isn't
shit. A whine of eagles.
Yeah, a chirp.
A
chirp
chirp.
of eagles.
No.
Okay, what?
The
What?
coolest. Okay, so have you ever vultures?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen the vultures when they're up on a fence and they're like they do
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
It's wicked looking. And I was like, what are they doing? And I guess they just air their armpits out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what
Getting
they're
the
called?
stench
A
off?
group of them?
No.
A wake.
Awake?
Because it looks like they're like
Morning?
we gotta clip that too.
awake.
Because I was like, that is the weirdest thing. Because I used to like drive home and they would just be on all the posts, just like, and I'm like, what? That's eerie, right? And they're just whatever. There's birds, but it is eerie. And
That's
then I look
wild.
and they call them awake.
A wake of vultures.
That's legit.
That's cool.
That should be the state bird.
Country? National bird?
God, yeah.
Yeah. The national bird is the turkey vulture. It represents America.
Is that what we have here? That's boring.
Probably.
Yeah. In California, they have the condors, which are huge.
Condors are crazy, dude.
They're like 10-foot wingspan.
Yeah. It's appropriate conversation since we're talking about playing the Hawks.
Oh.
How's that for a segue?
Well, yeah. So the eagle exactly did what it was supposed to do. But although we did call hawks cooler than eagles.
Mm-hmm. So, well, they sound cooler, but the eagles look cooler.
Okay, one more little tidbit.
Okay, go.
Have you ever seen a golden eagle?
Yes.
They're huge.
Well, they look like immature bald eagles look like golden eagles, but we had a ton of golden eagles in Washington.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're massive.
Guess which one's bigger? Bald eagle or golden eagle?
Golden eagle?
No! They're... Google.
Okay.
Google actually says that bald eagles are bigger, and I will not ever believe that because...
Maybe golden eagles just fly lower so they look bigger?
No.
I'm theorizing. I don't know. It could be a thing.
They say that bald eagles are bigger than golden eagles, and I refuse to accept that.
They are about the same size.
No.
Bald eagles and golden eagles are similar in size with wingspans of about 6 to 8 feet.
What are you looking at? So
Google?
We must have changed it.
Google?
Like an actual website. They say that bald eagles are actually bigger.
Audubon.org.
Okay, try not something.
They're about the same size. Males in both species are about 2.5 feet head to toe with a wingspan 6 to 7 and a weight upwards of 10 pounds.
Yeah, they're huge.
Like many raptors, the girls are bigger.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah. We have more important jobs to do.
Yeah. Like birth. We birth things.
So, here... While golden eagles are often reported to be larger than bald eagles, these birds are very similar in size. The extreme ends on weight and wingspan may be observed in both species.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Wrong.
I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
They're both cool when
They're
I'm
both
not at
super
home.
cool. So, Saturday night...
Back to hockey.
Back to hockey. We're running on batteries here, people. We gotta, we gotta keep it going.
We're in BFE.
All right. Yeah, we're in BFE, Montana. Actually, we're not. We're just sitting on the reservoir. So Saturday night, I did not even see this. You did, but I did not. I texted you like 5 minutes after it happened. Apparently Hammett got a penalty right off the bat.
He didn't even try to like
hide it or anything.
And claim it was an accident. Like it was just full on 100% Hammett being Hammett. He's just like a boom. And I
didn't even see it. Yeah. I never even saw it. I must have been talking to my kids or something when that happened.
I don't know. I didn't see the whole entire thing, but I was like sitting with my husband and he was like, "Ooh!" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Hammett."
Dang
I'm like,
it,
oh.
Hammett.
But you know what? Let's go back to the Bozeman game last weekend.
Okay.
The weekend before last week. Okay. If we are able to be us, that nostalgia happened, where we can fight, we can get penalties, and we can still kick butts. It seems to me, whenever we are playing it safe, is when we struggle.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
Well, I feel like we're playing safe now. Is
I
this
know
part of your
why.
point? Is because playoffs are coming right
I
up.
know, and I know why, but I think like it's like taking our players' arms and tying one behind their back and then telling them to win. Like, but it just doesn't seem natural.
We need to make the fight strain like an actual hockey thing so that we have guys we can send out on the ice that are just to go like
beat up people.
Mess with the other guys
and then
and get in their heads.
If they're gone
and then they're put up and then we get shorthanded goals anyways. Like,
yeah.
We need a penalty kill unit and a fight string so we can send guys out there to
fight.
To go mess go cross check Sereno, get in his head, and then send our like absolute unit penalty killers out there.
Yeah. I know. That's what I kept saying.
Steal a shorthanded goal when they're on their heels.
I know. Because I was like, dude, this game would be so much better if Sereno wasn't playing. Right?
Yeah. Somebody run him into the ground. No. I don't actually want that.
I don't know why.
Somebody make him mad enough that he gets ejected. How about that? So then he's not hurt. He's just...
Yeah. I think Hammett would be good for that.
Hammett would be great.
Pick. But Sereno, I
chirp that.
I don't think that he's even a penalty guy. You never hear about him being a penalty guy.
Like getting penalties?
Uh-huh.
No, because he's part of their penalty killing unit.
He's part of their whole... He's like their whole team. I don't think they even took him out once.
No, nobody really got taken out. Well, Austin Tyler, number 13, he ran and was down literally in front of the ref.
Yeah, and they didn't call it. He got hit in his face, I think.
Yeah.
He was,
It was slow to get up, and then he was, like, bent over holding, you know, whatever was hurt, and the ref was standing right there, and never blew his whistle, never paused the game.
There was so many things that they did not call. They did call some things, but they weren't calling the obvious things.
Yeah, like a player being injured right in front of a linesman and no whistle.
But they would call certain things like kneeing. I love that one. I love
hooking.
It because hooking. Kneeing is so funny because I'm like dead leg, eat. Like what?
Yeah, dead leg. Yeah,
like skate, boom.
See, that's what they need to do. If they want to be sneaky, they need to walk up and just like boom, dead leg a dude, and have his knee react and go up, and then the other guy gets the kneeing penalty. There's a perfect strategy for you guys. You're welcome. You can use it.
Use it if you want. But I think Watson got kneeing, and then there was two kneeing charges, I think, and then some hooking, some tripping, some instigation.
Nothing major though.
Was there no? There was interference.
Yeah,
there was an interference call. Yeah, I don't like those either.
So, and in the first, we made a goal.
What?
It went in at 14:45.
Oh yeah, they took it away.
And then they took it away because they said it got kicked in.
No, so what?
Yeah, I know, right? If it crosses the line, it's a freaking goal.
Not even that. The second goal that they made went off of one of our guys' sticks.
Yeah, I know.
So why does that count?
But the ref was apparently adamant that it was not a goal, so he called it off immediately.
Well, they were also saying that the net was off, but the net looked perfectly straight and fine and on to me.
And then, like, 10 seconds later, the Hawks made a goal, and they didn't call that one off. Like, tit for tat, refs. You're going to call one of ours, you're going to call one of theirs. Isn't that how that works?
But the goal that went off our guy's stick, that Branson wasn't expecting, that should have not worked either.
No, that shouldn't have worked either.
So it should have literally been 2-1 us.
Yeah, it should have been. Mm-hmm. And then later in the first, Branson got ran by Sereno. Mm. Well, it wasn't an intentional run, but he got ran, and his helmet came off. And then he, like, booked it, like... Branson is so quick on his feet because he's like, his helmet came off and he just does not even like look around to take stock of what's going on. He just like books it off the ice. But again, no whistle.
No. The game still went on when our goalie had his helmet off and he was at our bench.
Yeah, and he was at our bench.
And they still didn't call it.
And so I don't know if they were supposed to like Miller was supposed to go out and cover for him. But then a whistle was called, but it was because Sereno got interference. But I don't know that interference call was directly related to what happened at our net with Branson.
I don't know, because I have a note that the announcers, they were talking about it for a while. No one really knew what was going on. And then they said, well, Appleman played that one well.
I mean, he did. He reacted appropriately and very quickly.
They had the voice where they were saying that he was being sneaky about something. Yeah, it was like, well, he played that one well, and I'm like, dude, his helmet blew off. Like, what did he do?
Right? I feel like if a hockey player, not just our guys, but any guy, was trying to like get away with something, they wouldn't do it by throwing their helmet off, because that's like, I would not want to be out there without a helmet.
Unless he intentionally threw off his helmet so Sereno couldn't get another breakaway.
I don't
know. It was weird. We're gonna have to clip it though, because I have to rewatch it actually.
I'll clip it.
Yeah.
The clips from that game for either of the games aren't gonna be awesome because the camera angle wasn't great, but I'll do my best.
And there's a net.
In the way, but we'll do our best.
But it's gonna be an on-call. Oh. That's not a penalty. He lost his helmet. The goalie lost his helmet. Appleman. So I guess he's going to call it, huh? Okay.
I didn't think there was much contact.
No.
I think he sold maybe a little bit, but either way.
So there's going to be a call with interference for the Sheridan player as he was coming in on the forecheck, hit the goalie Appleman, and he lost his helmet. And, there we go. So Sereno takes a 2-minute penalty. Yeah. He did. Yeah. So Appleman did. Yeah, he played that well.
Well, he seems to be all right, which is good.
Yeah.
So then in the second, Colin Jabari a long drink of water again.
Long drink of water?
A long, tall drink of water.
Oh, see, they said big, tall ones. Yeah. All right.
Whatever.
Long.
Great. I did actually enjoy their announcing. They were honestly refreshing,
but
and their attitude was great because they're like, it's a volunteer job. We just love to spread the joy of the sport of hockey. And I'm like, honestly, that's a great sentiment. I like it. I'm down for that.
Yeah, they were also having like telling personal stories too. Like I guess the guy was playing hockey and he got hurt.
And they were roping.
Yeah, and he didn't want anybody to know that he was hurt, so he was like trying to like play it off like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, right. Well, and then they were talking about the rink. So apparently the Zamboard, so the door where the Zamboni comes in and out is off center, and if you throw the puck at it, it bounces right into the crease, into the slot.
I didn't hear that.
And they were talking about it, and they're like, well, if the Hawks were, if they know that that's there, they should be leveraging that. And I'm like, I never actually thought about that. All those like little. Because, like, every house has, like, a little weird thing. Like, that outlet doesn't quite work. Or that light switches backwards. Or, whatever. Huh. Or that board in the hallway creaks. Like, hockey rinks are going to have that, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And to be able to play those... I mean, because you can't necessarily get in trouble for shooting the puck off the boards. And just because it happens to be the board that you know is bouncy...
Yeah, right?
That's not against the rules.
That's insane. You remember that one game, I think it was in Butte, where they either threw the puck or the players hit the wall and then the Zam door opened mid-game?
No.
What?
I don't remember that.
That was not... When was that? It was this year.
Was it?
Or this season. Yeah. I think it was either the puck hit it or the players smacked against it and all of a sudden the door's all... mid-game. It was awesome.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was great.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is great.
That's awesome.
I know. Anyways, what else do you got?
Oh, and then the other thing that was happening in the second was we were like hot on their goal. We were like volleying that puck and trying to get it past Wanacott. And he stood his ground. Good on him. But holy crap, like there was a lot of shots. And then, but at the end of the second, shots on goal was 28-28. But we spent a full like 4 or 5 minutes just like shooting it.
I know, but I think we were behind at that point in shots.
Yeah, but
goal.
Still.
I know.
So
why didn't we make it?
I don't trust. Honestly, I don't really trust the shots on goal counters. No. I don't know, like, what the official like parameter. And I know that like. I mean, we talked about it before. We've talked about it a bunch of times where it's like, well, does this count as a shot on goal or does this count as a... And I think it depends on who's counting the shots on goal.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like you should have a Bighorn staff member counting Bighorn shots on goal and... Or maybe the other way around. Like, the other team should count our goals. No, that would be even worse. And then our guy should count their goal. Like...
No. They'll be like... Nope, they didn't get that one. Erase.
Right?
So I don't think that there's... I don't know how it works. But Game Center has been screwing up really bad on everything.
It does. And then there was a crazy long intermission. I hope they got fined for that. It was like an hour. They were doing their like parents' night stuff,
which is great did it in between both intermissions.
We split it. Yeah, we split it and like kept it to the 20 minutes because if they go over a 20-minute intermission, the rink gets fined.
Yeah, they have to get.
So they must because it was like
an hour,
54 minutes or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a long time.
It was extreme.
One of them in the booster chat, one of them, she was like, "I already gave the dog a bath and started doing my laundry."
I
was like, "Yeah,
dude, I know.
Because you can." Because like,
I was like, "What is happening?"
It was down forever.
It was that's not cool. You got to think about your peeps, man, and we don't want to watch that for an hour.
And at that point, the goal or the score was 0-2 for them, and then we've got our one goal with 7 minutes left on the clock, which was like a terrible like. It filled us with so much hope that if we get one more, then we can go into overtime.
I know.
Or a shootout, and we're pretty good at those. Because like 7 minutes is plenty long enough to get a goal, and then we didn't. And then
we didn't, and that's another Game Center mishap because once again, Marcus Friddle got the goal, but it had Kai Robinson up.
Oh, yeah, put Kai on there, but Kai's still out on injury.
Even on the screen, on all TV, the screen's like, Kai Robinson. And
Kai's not even on the ice.
He's not on the ice. He's still on the team.
He's going to be back soon. We don't know exactly when.
But he's still on the team.
But he should be back for playoffs.
But I guess Friddle has his number. But...
Oh, that's... Yeah.
But still... Like, Friddle's gotten plenty of goals.
He's been here for months
and
now.
they've already marked it as him. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's Lindsay. Friday night, they marked him as Lindsay. And then Saturday night, they marked him as Kai Robinson.
Friddle, they're trying to take your goals from you, dude.
Dude, I don't know what they're doing.
stand for that.
But I was literally like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, who's playing? So I got on the chat and I'm like, is that Friddle or is that Robinson? And they're like, Friddle. And I'm like, well, one and the same. Like, dude.
The ghost of Friddle.
I know. I'm like, because before it was Garrett Lindsay. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So then we pulled our goalie with 1 minute left in the game. And then they did their stuff. And then we kept it on their side. And then at 8.5 seconds left in the game, we faced off on their side. Mm-hmm. And they broke it out. And Sereno was chasing it to our side, our empty net.
Yeah.
He was going for that empty goal. But he missed.
He missed. But
Too
still,
bad. So
the
sad.
fact that he even... Sereno.
Yeah,
I mean, mad props to you. But, dude, no.
Dude.
However, okay, that's enough on those games.
Yeah.
Whatever. That night... Louisiana Drillers also lost, and I think I jinxed ourselves because I posted on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, I did. I sent you my post.
I know,
and I was like, dang, because they never lose, and they lost, and I was like,
the Texas Roadrunners.
Yeah, I know. I was so excited, and then we lose, and I'm like, crap. Dang it. That was our one chance to get the upper hand right there.
So we still have a 2-point lead on them.
But still, they're still behind us in games.
No, we're all the same. We've all played 43 games now.
Oh, so there's still 2 behind us?
No, we've all played 43 games.
I know, but we're 2 points behind them?
Yeah, 2 points behind us, same number of games.
They're 2 points behind us? How? I think they're ahead of us.
No.
If they've played the same amount of games, they're ahead of us.
Well, I guess I was checking it, last night during the game. So... Maybe it might be different now. I know we didn't bring up the standings for you guys this week.
Well, because we're in the ice hut.
Because we're in the ice hut. And running real low on battery stuff, so we're going to have to wrap.
Oh, are we? I had things.
Oh, well, go ahead. We have a few more minutes. Go for it.
Well, now I forgot my thing. Wait, no. I got... Wait, hold
that
on.
was quick.
I
had a thing, and then I forgot.
What was it? Oh, my... Oh! I never say anything nice about Gillette, ever. You guys know that. I know that. She knows that. Everybody, right? You don't either. We don't like them.
No.
They did a really cool thing, and I am calling on the Bighorns to do the same thing, okay? Last night, they had a live stream, and I'm like, what the heck are they still doing? Are they gone? They had an alumni game.
I love that idea.
Okay, so check this out. They brought back all the old Gillette people. I have to say, looking at the list, I got a little bit of anxiety.
A little nostalgia?
No, it was anxiety. Yeah, because I saw Severson and Hipsag and both Youngs.
Guitar.
Declan. Yeah, Guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Your buddy in the sin bin.
Yeah, we had a moment in the sin bin one time. Me and Guitar.
Okay, so
he's a cool dude, actually.
Yeah, most of them are Declan Young, Isaac Young, Lollipop. But they've had all of these old players come back and for an alumni game for auction. And I was like, dude, if we were to do that, let's bring back Sam Feemster, Tyler Green.
Yes.
Let's bring back French, Schindel.
Cam Young.
Cam.
Come back to us.
Dude, let's bring back Garrett Bogan.
Yes.
All 3 Cunninghams. Like, dude, we have a list.
Ramsey,
Gavin Barr.
Yeah.
Dude. Peterson.
We should bring back our whole Fraser Cup team.
Bucky,
I got your jersey.
Dude.
It's my favorite.
I'm like, if we were to do that, I think
would be epic.
Awesome for the fans. Dude, I have Sam Feemster's jersey, but Tyler Green, dude, he was Tyler Bloom. Oh my gosh, how could I forget him?
I miss him.
Could you imagine having all those guys back on the ice? Mm-hmm. Think of the jersey auctions then.
Oh man.
Like, we would make seriously a specialty jersey with one of the alumni guys' names on it. Mike, bring back your son, dude. Put him on the ice.
Yeah, let's bring back the Fraser Cup team and do an alum game.
Dude.
That would be amazing.
I know. So, Gillette,
dude,
we don't like you, but you had a really good idea.
That was a good idea.
And I got all excited. I'm like, if we did that, I'd be like, take my money. I don't know what I'm buying, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude. Having Tyler Green and Sam Feemster and Ty Bloom on the dude.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have missed a million of them. Jack Lambert.
Oh, Lambert.
Ty Moore. Like,
poor Lambert and his NA3HL muck show. That was such a funny. On the Instagram, there's a account called the NA3HL muck show, and he would just rip on Lambert.
I don't know why.
We don't know why.
It was just Lambert.
Yeah. Had a crush on him, I guess.
I don't really know.
I don't know.
Anyways, I just think it's a great idea. I bet you guys will agree. Anybody that has followed the Gillette rivalry the last few years, I mean, you can watch it, and even I was like nostalgic watching of the people that literally made our lives hell for the last like 3 years. There goes that eagle again. He's like, I'm looking.
He's waiting.
I even watched part of it, and I'm like, that's cool. And if I think it's cool when Gillette does it,
yeah, how much cooler would it be if we did it?
Could you imagine?
I like that idea.
I love that idea.
I'm gonna drop that next time I'm with leadership. I'm gonna just like drop that as an idea, and also see if they pick it up. Yeah, because I don't want to actually like arrange it or anything. I want someone else to do it. But
they have all the opportunity. But I'm like, dude, if you want to appreciate the fans and show the fans how much you appreciate them, do that game, dude.
Yep.
I can't even imagine. I think it's so cool. I totally geek out on it. Anyways.
I'm excited about it already. We haven't even done it yet. It's not even a thing yet.
I know. We're like, anyways. All right. Well, this is our ice hut. No fishies for you guys, but they took my camera.
No fish.
It's all right. We just did this for fun.
Well, we can see them in there.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of perch still. Salmon must be on the other side by the spillway.
Yeah, we're going to have to go drop our lines in some different holes and see if we can catch them. If we do catch them, we'll post a picture on our Instagram.
Yeah, of our perch.
Like this.
We can catch perch anytime.
Can we run it? Can we send your husband in town really quick to grab a action figure?
I know. Perch would be huge.
The smallest one you can find. A little Polly Pocket. Remember?
Yeah, right? Then it would be a huge fish. Anyways, all right. Well,
thanks to Kohler for your
your thing.
Your sponsorship is amazing. We've been getting merch stuff. We've been boosting posts. There's a lot of stuff we can do with marketing dollars. And,
absolutely.
We're looking for more sponsors, especially for like playoffs and Fraser Cup. We're gonna get a ton of exposure. So we'd love to have more friends of the podcast. So just hit us up on probably Instagram DM is probably the easiest place to do it, or go to our website unofficialbighorns.com.
Yeah, whenever
you'll find us.
And we got some possible new things coming up that will be.
Oh yeah, we got some stuff for you guys.
She gets me into all this stuff.
I know.
No,
I can convince you to do just about anything. Yeah. We got tired of recording in the studio, so we're like, what can we do that's not? Not in my basement.
This is going to be great.
With Weatherford's body under my concrete.
No, so this was something new, but there's something that we might be doing in a week or two that's going to be ridiculous, but whatever. And then also, we have the final home game this Friday against Bozeman.
Yep.
And then we play in Bozeman on Saturday night, and then playoffs.
And then playoffs. But we'll have that for you guys next week for sure.
Yeah.
And we should know, so only us and the Hawks are clinched, and we will know after next weekend's games who for sure in the Frontier is going to be in
because
playoffs, because third and fourth is still up in the air.
Yeah.
They're so close.
Yeah.
And this last weekend didn't determine one or the other, I don't think.
Because one of them had to
Nobody
play
got
the
clinched.
Quake, and then us and the Hawks playing actually solved nothing.
Because nothing. It was a wash.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, dude, this game didn't even matter.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
But like, some of them are playing the Quake, and then the other ones get to play the Quake. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I feel bad for Bozeman because they're really trying to get that 4th place spot, and then they play us next weekend. Sucks to be you. But then I think the Sabres play the Hawks, so it's kind of like a double whammy.
Yeah. And they are like tied.
They're like this, or was it the Great Falls that gets played?
No, it's
one of them.
It's Great Falls and Sabres that have the exact same score, and then Bozeman's like 1 or 2 points behind them.
So somebody has to play the Hawks. Bozeman has to play us. Sorry.
We'll find out. Anyways,
such is life.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thanks again to Kohler.
Thank
you. See you next week.
Bye.